No, I mean, I'm not talking about cancelling exams. I'm saying let's have exams that are fit for purpose. You know, what about the children who've got strong oral communication? These exams are only written. What about those who have practical skills? What about the children with learning difficulties? Where's the broad and balanced curriculum? You learn much more than just English and maths. There's no point having good grammar if you don't have the creativity to write about something.
So the tests will be longer then? There'll be these tech checks in every discipline and every way that you learn. That's what you're saying now. You actually have more tests.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm actually saying it's like GCSEs and A-levels. Why are we still asking children to sit in a Victorian-style hall and write with pen and paper, and some use laptops? There's got to be a better way of doing it, something that prepares our children for, you know, we're in the fourth industrial revolution here. With technology, what about the skills for the future? Entrepreneurship, creative thinking, the 4 Cs. That's what we should be looking at. And testing over long periods of time in ways that we get the best out of children, not just pigeonholing them into a box and saying, you've got to perform right now.
Chris McGovern, I guess one of the reasons why the focus was on maths and English was because so many people were leaving school who couldn't read properly, couldn't write properly and couldn't do the basics in maths and English. Is that, I mean, has that strategy worked, or should we be broadening out these tests?
It's still a problem. You know, the odd thing is the children who benefit most from these tests in English and maths are those who fail them, because then we can identify them. The great tragedy is that children may go, before they were tested, they would go through primary school and then they would go into secondary school and they hadn't been identified, their problems hadn't been identified. So by having these tests at 11, and I know they are stressful, I sympathise with my colleagues on that, but by having the test at 11, at least we can spot the children who are having difficulties. Of course, we also have tests limited tests now at 7. The tests are always a problem. I spent part of my career in the private sector. There, they're having tests every day, every week, every month, all the time. So there's no great pressure. The problem perhaps in our state schools is that we don't have enough tests. We have one every 4 years, and it's high pressure. Maybe we should have them every day or every week. Then they'd be normal part of learning.